warm virtual welcome to this edition of the TrendsWatch.co Connect. I'm your host. My name is Zainab Yusuf Abdurrahim, and I'm thrilled to have every one of you joining us tonight. In today's episode, we'll be discussing product management trends that's driving business success. Effective product management has become a cornerstone of success for companies across industries. As technology advances, consumer behaviors shift and markets become increasingly competitive. Staying ahead of the curve in product management is crucial for maintaining relevance and driving growth. Product management plays a pivotal role in this journey, serving as the bridge between customer needs, market trends, and organizational objectives. So, whether you're a seasoned product manager looking to stay abreast of emerging trends, or you're a business leader seeking to optimize your product strategy, you are in the right place. Our guests today will provide valuable insights and actionable takeaways to help you navigate the ever-changing landscape of product management and drive success for your organization. Our guest, Rafiat Babayode, is a leading consultant in product management whose expertise lies in driving business growth through innovative strategies. Her keen eye for market needs and consumer behavior has earned her recognition as a thought leader sought after by startups, ventures, accelerators, and other businesses. Rafiat is also the CEO and co-founder of Mommy, a community of moms where she helps them save more through group buying and make more through leveraging their experience in starting their career in product management and entrepreneurship. Good evening, Rafiat, and welcome to TrendsWatch.co.
Good evening, Z. Thank you for having me today.
Thank you for coming. So I'm going to be throwing a series of questions at you, and we hope that our audience here would take note of everything that's been said. And certainly, if you have questions, please do feel free to use the chat box. So my first question is, what is product management and why should businesses make it a priority?
Okay, so I'll say product management is new. It started in the 20th century. All through my university days, I've not had anything called product management. I wish I did, because when I was even giving my classmates money to build their product, I could have been managing it for them. So it came from the need whereby businesses need a person or a department or a discipline to oversee all of their products and their services, and making sure that it's making them money and it's actually something that the customers want. IBM and Microsoft played a very big role in charting this department and this discipline. So when anybody asks you what product management is, just tell them that it's a discipline created to manage and build products and services for companies to ensure that they build what the customer wants and also make money for the organization.
Can you provide examples of companies that achieve substantial growth through effective product management, and what strategies did they employ?
Okay, so we call these companies product-led organizations. So when you see companies like Twitter, like Airbnb, like Facebook, right? They make products the center of their deliverability. Everything revolves around the product, not the business. There are some companies that it is the sales that inform what they need to do. It is the marketing that informs what they need to do. But companies like this, they ensure product informs what they need to do. So for example, Netflix is leading in the digital space, right? And it all started from an idea that DVD should not be rented. And based on user feedback, based on them making sure that the product meet the customer needs. It's graduated into what Netflix is today. And also Airbnb, the same thing. Just from the need that hotels are very expensive, people need to like cut in people's own when they travel, they build Airbnb for just one person, and from there they get feedbacks and all, and they are global. So products led organizations put customers at the forefront of their organizations. And we have Tesla as well, right? Everything is built into Tesla as a product.
Tesla just blew me away because that's my next car that I'm getting.
Yeah, actually, I can't drive because I know Tesla. Tesla is built for people like me that are like, do I self-driving? I must buy it. My friend Nika was still telling me yesterday that your Tesla. I said, yeah, don't worry.
It works because you are in Canada. You can't do that in Nigeria with Nigerian roads, Nigerian laws, Nigerian traffic, and Tesla. No,
No, no, Tesla cannot work in Nigeria. Just
work.
let's forget about that one. Okay, maybe because Nigeria is their market, but if they want to go to Nigeria, all they need to do is localize the product, right?
Okay.
So for every new market you want to go to, because products your customer needs,
Yep.
they are going to tailor what it is today to the situation of the Nigerians, right? And they will build it for Nigerians. So it's not going to be the same Tesla that they use in Canada or in US.
Yeah.
So it's going to be localized. So businesses
Speaking
as
of,
well are thinking about it. If you
yeah.
are going into another territory, another market, don't just adopt the same thing and just dump it there. Make sure you localize it as much as possible.
As soon as you mentioned localizing, what struck my mind was Google Map. I remember when we first were exposed to the use of Google Map, we were using this Oyibo woman voice that was always, ruining the pronunciation of names of where you are going to. You're hearing Akintola and Akintola, and you're wondering, what are you saying?
What is it
But
saying?
I about 2, 3 years ago now, they somehow found a Nigerian voice that could actually speak the language and say these places in the language and in the accents that you would understand. So yeah, I absolutely agree with localizing. And that makes me want to use Google Maps now. I never use my Apple Map. Never. Because
Oh.
Google Map just feels more familiar, simply because of my voice.
And I think, yeah, I agree with you, right? And that is one of the big thing of product management, ensuring that you meet the demand of your user. You didn't use it because it was a female voice, but now that it is more localized, now that they've been hearing feedback, right? Like this is what Nigerians want, they just have to make it that person. That, and again, I think there was another competitor, right, called Wise. I think I
Yes,
don't
yes.
know if that's in
Tried
Nigeria.
yeah, I
Yeah,
tried
but
it.
they have to like keep up with the like, oh, like we need to do this as well. So that's what product management help businesses to do.
How can product management strategies help our businesses reach the same level of success, such as companies like Airbnb or Twitter?
Okay, so I would say that every businesses must play to win, right? You don't just have to start a business that let me just start it for starting sake. You have to be deliberate about playing to win. And for you to do that, your number one thing is you have to delight your customers. You have to make your customers happy. Anything that will make your customer happy, that's what you have to do, right? What are the series of things you need to put into your product or your business that anytime your customer sees it, they say wow, right? That wow effect must come up. That is one strategy. The second one is you have to make your product very hard to copy, such that another business do not copy your business. So I'm going to give an example of this. So there's this company called Lemonade. When Lemonade started, Lemonade was very, very interesting because they were solving big problems for Canadians. Canadians could not send money back home, right? And it was very hard. You had to use
I didn't do
apps
that.
like Transferwise and all of that. But they came in, they made it seamless. In 1 minute, you can send money back home without transfer fee, without anything. They put wallet, and I love that product to the extent that I went to LinkedIn and I chatted the CEO up that you guys are doing amazing thing. But what they did not do is that their product is really easy to copy, because in 1 year we
Yeah.
have
Okay.
another competitor, and they literally did the same thing. All they changed was from lemon to blue, the same
Wow.
thing, and they just changed their pricing. That was the only differentiation that they have. So once you want, even though you want to build products like Airbnb and stuff like that, make sure that your product is hard to copy. It makes people happy and also make money. Don't build a product or a service for hobby's sake. Make sure that your product makes money, because you want to build products that people will be willing to pay you money for. That they'll be asking you, please, I'm suffering. Look at me, come and take my money. So anytime you want to prioritize anything you want to build in your product or what you want to build, make sure that number one, it is hard to copy, it's wow your customer, and also it makes money. So all of those three things need to be in check for you to win in the market.
If you're looking to boost your business brilliance, you're an entrepreneur or you run a school, have a restaurant, or you're just individuals who like to showcase your story, please feel free to do so via Trends Watch Weekly magazine. You can amplify your influence. Visit our website www.trendswatch.co/contact/, to be part of the next big thing. As soon as you mentioned lemonade, my mind went to lemonade as in the drink. So when you said
Oh,
changing money, I'm like,
no, there's a lemonade half. Yeah, there's a lemonade half. Yeah.
interesting. Okay. So how do we identify the most critical areas for innovation or improvement within our businesses? And what strategies can we use to differentiate our products from competitors, like Airbnb did?
Okay, so for you to make your product stand out, like the first thing I will advise is to talk to your customers. You can't never go wrong by talking to your customers. I remember when we were building Flip, my team and I, we decided to build a culture of continuous discovery where everything we do is talking to customers. Like every week, we must talk to our customers. Like just get them on the call. What are your needs? What are your aspirations? Like talk to them, hear what they talk about, right? You'll be able to find insight into what to build next. You'll be able to build lots of backlogs. You'll be able to prioritize those things that they're asking. And another thing that we did was ensuring that we know every click, every button that our customer does on the product, right? For example, if most companies do not even know what their customers are doing, right? So they see analytics as something very huge. They see those informations are very, very good. When we launched metal into the market, right? Before then, I've ensured that every button, every clicks, I know what my customers are doing. I know everybody that gets into my app every day without me going to ask them. I know where the drop off is. I know where they're having problem. And we have a team that all they specialize is go to the back of the system. Oh, this person comes to the app today. They drop off here and they call them. Oh, are you having this? Are you having this? Like prioritizing talking to your customer is very, very important. You're going to get pools of information that you can use to improve your product and to innovate at every point in time. Then we have competitive analysis as well. What are your competitors? What are they doing? Right? Because you don't want to be left behind. It's not for you to copy what they are doing, but you really need to know, check in with them. You don't want to be like, I'm the only one here. No, nobody, you can't be the only one, right? But you have to talk to your customers, put in product analytics in place, do gap analysis. Where are your customers? Where do they want to be? And find those problems that needs to be solved. Like very, very, very important. And to help my audience, I've developed a playbook, innovation venture innovation playbook, like where I guide them step by step on how to build an innovation culture in any organization. So the same way Google do their innovation, the same way Airbnb do their innovation. So if you want to build products like that, I'm going to like you are going to see the link to get that. It is free, so you're not paying a dime to it. So you're going to get step by step on how to take your a product or an idea from an idea to market in under 2 weeks, basically.
So before we had this conversation, before this call, if you had asked me about product management, I would simply have said it's probably something I've never heard of before or that I have no idea about. But as you are answering these questions, I can easily relate them to day-to-day happenings that I've seen of businesses, not even my business, like of businesses. Like what you mentioned about knowing the clicks of your customers and whoever comes to the app. I remember there was a point where Jumia was doing this thing of if I go on the app, Jumia Food, and I'm trying to place an order for a food, say I get distracted and I leave or something, I get a call immediately. And I'm like, really? You people are monitoring me like that?
Yeah.
They're asking me if there's something wrong, how they can help, what do I need to do if payment was the issue, if they could do that. And it really it helped them because it made me feel special. Like, oh, okay, so you people are my
Yeah,
time.
so you see what I was saying. We just have to make our customers happy, right? We have to wow them. So that those are the things we put in place. Yeah, you're getting it right. So businesses need to like ensure that they put all of those things in place, knowing every touch point that their customers are facing, so that they can offer support and help them out of it. And even as it's helping the audience, right? It's helping you as a business.
Of course.
Yeah, so you are going to definitely make money out of it. I
Yes.
remembered like I remembered a client, all she does your customer support is extend because oh, so this person called me today and she like we chatted, like that is how much we put into play when we talk to our customers in all the products that I build, basically.
That's beautiful. Okay, thank you for that. What can we do to make our products stand out from what other businesses are offering? You said something about competition, but still learning from your competition. So how do
Yes.
we-
So to be able to do that, you need to first talking to customers, right? When you don't talk to your customers, you don't even know the problem that you have. Some business are egocentric. They just want to build what they want, right? Let me just build this. And at the end of the day, those kind of businesses, they end up failing because nobody wants it if you don't talk to your customer. So to build something that is differentiated, highly differentiated, you need to talk to your customers. You need to know what keeps them awake at night. You need to know what they will easily say yes to because they have the problem, right? How are they solving those problems currently? So it might be you now, your competitive analysis is coming in. So then what are the gaps in those solution? Then what is your differentiation? What is your own value proposition? So I'm going to give an example of two different businesses. So for example, Airbnb, they saw a gap in the fact that their audiences are travelers, people that leave their house to other places. Hotels are very expensive,
Of course.
right? So the alternative is either you use hotel or you go and squat in a place you are not very convenient. Their value proposition is providing a place that feels like home to people at a cheaper rate. Who would not take that? Now, even if you call someone that, oh, come and stay at my place, don't worry, I'll stay at Airbnb. Because it's much, much easier. So they understood the assignment. So that is the same way products are built and other businesses like that are built. Like they understand their user, they understand their the alternative that they are doing currently and also the value proposition. And this is very essential. Most people just say it in papers, but when we built Mommy, there was a competitor in the market called Timo. Mommy was built as a community for moms to group buy.
Right.
So our audience, things are expensive, inflation is coming. Okay, let's go together, let's group buy and get things cheaper. Alternatives are people can go to stores, they can buy it on Amazon and all of that. Our value proposition was that we are going to get you something that will cost you $100 for about $14. But the thing is that it might come later, but with a sense of a community. So then there comes Temu. Temu came into play and they were like, oh, they are the cheapest. Amazon is like they are kind of like very close to what we offer with prices and everything, that even my customers, my community people were sending me link. Yeah, they were sending me, because then when Temu came to the market, they were like rushing, like everybody should get free gifts, get free gift, get free gifts. Add 10 people or 3 people to get free gifts. So then my customers in my community that they've been buying from mommy were sending me link to join Temu so that they
Mm.
can get
They
free
can get
gifts.
free gifts. Mm.
Yes. Then I was like, wow, this is this is going to like,
Yeah.
this is going to be competitive, like really, really competitive, because they can actually get those prices. But you know what? 3 days later, when we released the set of products we are going to be selling that season, everybody were still doing, I want, I want, I want, I want, I want, because of the community. Thank God for value differentiation. As in, at that point, I understood why you just need to be differentiated, why you need to be very, very clear on your differentiation, on what sets you apart. Else, you are going to like, oh, it's finished. Let's just pack up, like, or struggle. I could have said, well, people are buying there. Let me just. But because we
Yeah.
understood that community sense, we understood the community we are building, and that sense of belonging, that was what set us apart in all of that. And I appreciated that the more. So that is what businesses need to put in place as much as possible. It's not for you to just write it down. It's not for you to just have it at the back of your mind, but believe in it and chant it and make it work. And let your customers also see that no, this is why this business is different from every other person.
If you're looking to boost your business brilliance, you're an entrepreneur, or you run a school, have a restaurant, or you're just individuals who like to showcase your story, please feel free to do so via Trends Watch Weekly magazine. You can amplify your influence. Visit our website www.trendswatch.co/contact/ to be part of the next big thing. What are the most effective ways to ensure customer satisfaction and happiness with our products or services?
It's the same thing I've been saying, right? Every touch point, and you said it, every touch point make your customer happy, right? From the onboarding, from the feel of your product, even if you are not online and it's just you just own a store, right? From the greetings from people, like the ambience, they need to feel welcomed when they get to your product or your business. They need to feel that sense of belonging at every point in time, right? And it is like the ultimate. Make sure that your product is talking to them, is for them. Don't build it for yourself alone. Build a culture of continuous discovery where you deliberately ask your customers, put them in focus group. Like it's going to be beneficial when you prioritize your customers over what your head or your brain is telling you to do, right? Prioritize all of that as much as possible. It's going to really help the business.
What methods can businesses utilize to gather and analyze customer feedback effectively to improve product offerings?
Okay, so as I've said before, product analytics, right? Deliberate product analytics. And you can use tools like, even if everything you have is a website, ensure you have Google Analytics in place, right? It is free, it is cheap. You can just know, okay, what are your customers doing? What are they clicking, right? Very, very important. Use surveys, use feedbacks, use customer discovery calls, customer interviews, use usability testing, where before you even start your product development, take your product, put it in the hands of the user, let them go through, let them see what they feel. People like that end up becoming your early adopters, that even before you end up taking it to every other person, they are already your number one champion, right? So let them make decision in your product. Create focus group. So there was this focus group I went to, right? And coaches and consultants, they are now getting into the system now, into product management. Like you will see a lot of product management in that industry as well, right? Whereby focus group, what they were asking is, okay, what do you want? What do you want me to do? And for founders, they release the product day before yesterday. And for people that were in the focus group, they released it for $197, and for general public is going to be 297. So because those people at that focus group are the people that charted ways that the products are supposed to build. What do they want? What do they act like? Because they were asking questions. I was there and I was telling them, oh, the course I took, I did not enjoy anything from it. Can we make it this way? What if we can do it this way? What if we can do it this way? Right? Like, so all of those feedback was used to build that product, and it was released, and they gave good discount to those founding members. So those are the things that can be done as well, and build a sense of community around your products where people are eager to give you feedback. People are happy to help you build your product. Tesla, right? You see people in Tesla community, you know that it is premium brand, right? And they like prioritize their experience over anything because they know that this is premium brand. So when you build a community around your product, you will see different things that happen in your business, basically.
Thank you. I think I understood your first point being like a better group. Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
When-
like a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. So my next question is, what does it mean to productize a business? And why is this transformation essential for achieving growth and scalability?
One of the problems that businesses have, especially with products like products-led organization, is we usually build something that don't scale. And what do I mean by that? For example, when Airbnb started, they built Airbnb for just one person.
Can I ask a question, right? Do you have shares in Airbnb?
No, like it's like a common thing that everybody like will know, and they are actually okay. So let me tell you this gist. Even the so-called Silicon Valley that created all of these lean startups, product management practices, startups that you see today, they don't follow those practices.
Okay.
It's just in papers. So when they now say, let's build a product out, or can we build it in 1 year? What they should have built in 2 years. So Airbnb is a perfect example because they actually followed product management principles when they were building their products. So you will see most startups, right? 2 4 years they've not launched in the market, which supposed not to be so. They said that they are product management or they are following, but they are actually not doing it the right way. So that's why you see me say Airbnb, right? We just got a client and the product is 4 years they've not launched in the market, which is not supposed to be so. In 2 weeks, you can take a product to the market and you get valuable feedback if you follow the right principles.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we build things that don't scale. So more like, let me build it for just one person. Let me use that feedback to build for my next 10%, for my next 100, for my next this. So what happens that is that it's very, very hard to scale. Remember, something I built for one person, the operationalizing is going to be very different. How I'm going to work with 10 people is also going to be very different. And that is the same problem I'm facing with Mommy right now. I have a community and I cannot scale outside of that community because I built it for that community. For me to bring new people into that community, I need to build it for the next people coming in. So that's the problem whereby products like this don't really do well when they want to grow. But how we do that is through productization, right? You cannot go to an Apple store and say that, oh, I want a yellow phone, I want a blue phone. No. So it allows products to package their services and products in a way that it is universally acceptable. You get right? So from an idea, you can start with one person, you can start with 4 person, you can start with 3 person. But when you are now going into crossing that chasm, right, getting to that next phase, you need to deliberately productize it. Deliberately. You need to deliberately productize your product. And that is putting your product into services, into packages that allow you to scale beyond your 10, your 100, and it's going to reach your 1,000, and so many things. So that is why companies need to productize their products. And also it allow us to differentiate ourselves in the market.
Rested. So to our audience, first, thank you so much for staying with us through today's meeting. Then, secondly, if you would love to have a recap of this session or to have the link to our YouTube, please drop your email addresses in the chat box and we'll reach out to you as soon as this episode is ready so that you can watch in your spare time, just in case, you feel like you might have missed one or two things. So, yeah, thank you. My next question to you, sis, is how might transforming our services into products positively impact our business? And can you give us examples?
So as I was saying, right, if you cannot cross that chasm, you can't move from your 100 to your 1000, your growth is going to be very stagnant. So that is why productization is very, very important. That is why you need to turn your business into a product whereby people will not say, I want to buy pepper, I want to buy this. Give me 50 naira hold, give me 100 naira hold, right? It is standardized. Anybody that gets your website, anybody that gets into your product, anybody that gets all of that, they know that apple is 1,299. They know that it is green, it is yellow. You can't say that I want my own eye to be red, I want my own this. Like, so that is what productization help you to do, right? And it's not only in hardware products, it's a software product too. So if I say that my services, all I'm offering is I give you, I'm going to help you do ABC, that is a productized service. You can't ask me for a D, right? So, but what most people do in their business is, I do everything. Anyone, just bring it. And so,
Get money.
yeah, so you need to be able to know your customers to be able to do that. Know your customers, know your own capability, know your own operational efficiency, right? How do you want to achieve it? What do you want to do? And for coaches and consultants, right?
Yeah.
One way they can productize their service is by ensuring that, oh, you can only call me so time, right? I know that after that, then I can't call. Okay, call again. My product management academy is
Yeah.
not productized because it is the first, it is the first section. Remember, we build things that don't scale first to
Yeah.
for feedback, for all of that. So we are building all of those things. So the next step I'm going to build now, I'm going to productize it. Now I know that the next set of people coming in, I'm going to say, okay, fill all of this, answer those questions. This is the email that you're going to reach out to me. This is how many hours you have with me. Now, my students have 24 hours. They can reach me at any time. But then I need to know how many times I can give to this because it's going to allow me to be able to do other things. So that is what productization helps you to do. And you can do that in any form of business. Just making sure that you productize it, you put it in a way that your customer understands, you yourself understand, and nobody can go beyond that set that
This.
you've
Yeah.
the scope, yes, thank you, the scope that you set for that product. So it does not have to be physical, it does not have to be a website. Even operationalizing is still productizing, just ensuring that there are set roles and goals in the businesses that you're building. That is basically.
Okay. Thank you very much. My final question to you tonight would be, what specific steps should our businesses take to turn our services into tangible, marketable products?
Number one, understanding where your customers are.
They are rolling for me.
So where are your customers today, right? Some people don't even know the level that their customers are. Some people, they know that they have a problem but they don't want to solve it. Some people, they know that they have a problem, but some people know that they have a problem but they don't know how to solve it. Some people, they know that they have a problem and they're looking for solutions that will help them solve it. So knowing that journey that your customer is the first step. So once you know that, you now identify their future states. Where do they want to get to? Right? I don't have money. I want to be financially free. That's the first thing. Like, I know that I don't have money. I want to be financial free. So that gap, you need to be able to identify it. Or my customers are thirsty. They want a boba tea. That gap, you need to be able to identify it. How do I now satisfy my customer all through that journey of that gap? Right, is what you should be doing. So if you are building a product like a software, then you need to be thinking about, so what are the journey to that final state. Then you'll be talking about concept flows, you'll be talking about design frameworks, you'll be talking about design thinking, all of that. But if you have a service businesses, all you just need to do is, what are the pillars to take this person from this point A to point B? What are the pillars to take them to it? So, for example, I'm going to be using let's say, a consulting business now, for an example. So, I want to solve a particular problem for a business. All I just need to do is, for a business to go from this point A to point B, what are the things I need to put in place? Oh, I need to do an audit. I need to do a check. I need to do this. So those pillars, identify all of those pillars that you want to use and get the framework around it, right? Know their wants, know their why. Why do they want it? What do they want? Where do they want to be? Why do they need it? So those are the things you need to put your steps. You are going to see businesses out there, right? How did they think of these things? It is because they thought about the pillars that are going to help their customers to get to that desired state. So once you know that pillars, that is going to be like your solution. So that is like your
Yeah.
solution framing, right? Because you've identified the gap, you've identified the pillars. Now use those pillars to come up with a solution. And again, use your own transformational story. How do I do these things normally? I've been doing this for others. So this is how I do it. I drive from point A, I go to point C, point D, point that. So that is your solution framing. And you see what other people are doing in the market. You check it, you align it with your goals and your values, your differentiation, and you just make it happen. And you show your own transformation and testimonial of people that have gone through that transformation journey, and see, oh, I took this person from a point A to a point B and they're happy. And you can use testimonials to collect all of that. So it is at that simple. And as you've said, right, productize it so that people will not just evade in your privacy that you don't want. But for your first set, you can still leave some room to test out that framework. Test out the framework, check how it is going, get testimonial needed, now developed it in a proprietary framework or a proprietary solution that can test the time with other solutions out there in the market. That way you can command dollars, thousands, millions of naira of dollars just for your solution. So
Yeah.
that is how to build a product and turn your businesses into a product.
Thank you. Thank you so much. There is always that thing when you not only know what you're talking about or know your craft, but you also enjoy it. Like, I could see the fun exuding from your body that this is something you live for. It's in your blood. They can wake
My
you in the middle of the night and say, yeah, look, imagine management, and
I
you're going.
actually sleep, eat. I see product in everything, anyways. So that is just
I can feel it. So thank you so much. You've done more than enough justice to every of the questions that I have asked on this platform today. And I am certain that I'm not the only one going home with a renewed knowledge about product, management, but every single person who's been on this call. So this has been an incredible session. Thank you so much for gracing our show with your expertise and your insights, and your contributions have truly enriched our discussions. I'm going to talk to the orgas at the top. Maybe we have to bring you back to come and still continue this conversation.
thank you.
So thank you everyone who's been on this call. If you enjoyed this, Please, we've seen your emails for those who have dropped. If you are yet to drop and you still want a copy of this or the link to our YouTube when it goes on YouTube, please do well to still drop it in the chat box. If you love us and you consider this our episode very enlightening like we do, please give us a 5-star rating and don't forget to share with your friends and family on all your social media platforms. And for more captivating insight, please be sure to visit our website on www.trendswatch.co. Join us again on Saturday, 13th of April, 2024 for our next episode. We always come with very inspiring people, very entertaining, very enlightening people. And every time we come with a very nice topic, sweet topic that we hope you'll be better for. This episode was produced by Musa Muhammad. The research was done by Azonta Udochukwu. Our executive producer is Sana Kunduri, and I remain your host, Zainab Yusuf Abdurrahim for Trendsword.co. So thank you so much, everyone who's joined from everywhere and anywhere in the world tonight. We love you. We appreciate you. Have an amazing day or night, depending on where you are, because we are in night, you are in day. So
Yes, so thank you so much for having me. And if you want to learn more about productization, innovation, I have free resources that can help you achieve that. So talking to the audience now, right?
yeah.
I don't know if you can help them where I can share the link
Yes, we
for
can.
them to be able
Once
to
you
do.
for those that we have their email address, once we are sending them the link, you can also
Okay.
they simply just drop their email addresses and contact them.
All right. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
everyone. Have a beautiful day or night, depending on where you are. Bye bye. If you're looking to boost your business brilliance, you're an entrepreneur or you run a school, have a restaurant, or you're just individuals who like to showcase your story, please feel free to do so via Trendswatch Weekly Magazine. You can amplify your influence. Visit our website www.trendswatch.co/contact/to be part of the next big thing.